Welcome to Missing Persons Archives, a channel dedicated to sharing real stories of those who vanished without a trace. Here we explore the facts, the timelines, the investigations, and the unanswered questions behind each disappearance. These are more than cases. They are people, and every story deserves to be told. Subscribe and join us as we shine a light on the missing. Today's story is about a little boy, a child who vanished in the woods on a quiet summer evening and was never seen again. This is the heartbreaking, unsolved case of Adrien McNaughton, a 5-year-old boy who vanished in Ontario in 1972 while on a simple family fishing trip. What happened to Adrien remains one of the most enduring mysteries in Canadian history. June 12, 1972, Holmes Lake, Ontario, Canada. It was a peaceful summer evening. 5-year-old Adrien McNaughton was on a fishing trip with his father Murray, his siblings, and a family friend. After about an hour of fishing, Adrien, like most 5-year-olds, grew bored and wandered off to explore the area near the lake. His family wasn't immediately concerned. He was within earshot. He had wandered just a little ways into the woods, but then he didn't come back. At first, his father assumed Adrien had simply gone off to play. But after 30 minutes without seeing or hearing him, concern turned to fear. They searched, they called out, they checked the car, nothing. Eventually, someone ran to a nearby hotel and contacted the Ontario Provincial Police. By the time the search officially began, precious time had already passed. Adrien's disappearance was met with an enormous response. Within a day, thousands of volunteers joined the search. Police, firefighters, even the Canadian Armed Forces sent soldiers from nearby Base Petawawa. They brought in professional divers, tracker dogs, aircraft, and they searched for weeks. Not one clue was found. Nothing. No clothing, no footprints, no signs of struggle. It was like Adrien had vanished into thin air. To this day, there are 2 primary theories about his fate. Theory 1. Adrien drowned. The lake was murky, the floor thick with mud. Divers found it almost impossible to search thoroughly. It's possible, they say, that Adrien fell in, became trapped, and was never seen again. But many question this theory. With so many searchers, so many eyes on the area, why wasn't anything ever found? Theory 2. Adrien was abducted. Some witnesses claimed to have seen an unfamiliar black and white 1956 Dodge parked in the area earlier that day. That vehicle, and the people with it, were never identified. Was someone passing through? Was Adrien taken in a crime of opportunity? Adrien's mother, through the years, held out hope that maybe, just maybe, her son was taken by someone who wanted a child and raised him not out of malice, but misguided love. But still, no hard evidence ever surfaced. The case of Adrien McNaughton has never gone cold in the hearts of those who love him. In 2009, police released an age-progressed photo showing what Adrien might look like at 42 years old. Then, in 2015, Canadian documentarian David Ridgen launched a podcast titled Someone Knows Something, focused entirely on Adrien's case. It led to new interviews, new searches, new hope. Cadaver dogs were brought to Holmes Lake. All 4 dogs, on separate occasions, alerted to the same location in the water. Later dives uncovered 2 possible items of interest: a rubber sole, possibly from a child's shoe, a small white and yellow object, possibly a tooth. Investigators remain cautious but hopeful. If those items can be conclusively linked to Adrien, it could finally bring closure. Adrien was born on November 4th, 1966. At the time of this recording, he would be 58 years old. At the time of his disappearance, he was about 3 feet tall, with blonde hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing an orange parka and rubber boots. Despite the passing decades, Adrien's case remains active and unsolved. He is officially presumed drowned, but not everyone agrees. His family, the investigators, the podcast team, they all still hope. They hope for answers. They hope for truth. And some, even now, still hope for a miracle. Adrien McNaughton went missing at just 5 years old. He was a brother, a son, a boy who loved to play. And then he was gone. If you have any information, even the smallest detail, contact the Renfrew, Ontario Provincial Police. And if you're moved by this story, please like, share, and subscribe. Keeping these cases in the public eye is the first step toward justice and closure. This is Missing Persons Archives. Stay safe, stay aware, and never forget the missing.